Everybody has a bad hair day. Who never had it? Only the bold ones don't have it. Only those who don't have hair don't have the bad hair day. Because everyone else, always they will have the day that they will be looking at the mirror and they comb the hair, cream over the head, the hair, and the hair does not stay the way you want. And you're going to say, the women, we know that the ones who suffer the most with that, because the hair of the woman is something very important, as we know. And many times the women, when they see that they woke up with a bad hair, they're not being able to handle it, they go and dye it. Today I'm gonna tie up. Today I'm gonna put an arch, something to hold it. Or the men put the hat. Men does not have that problem. They put the hat and then it gets even worse, but at least they hide it. But everybody have a bad hair day. And this is a fact, not only with the hair, but with life. Because in life, we also have bad days. The Bible speaks about the bad days, the day of the anguish, that in Psalm 50, you can read the word of the psalmist, David. He says like this in his word. He speaks of this bad day. He calls, actually God himself says, call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you and you shall glorify me. Look what a wonderful promise. Pay attention, you have been living your day of trouble, of anguish, maybe the worst day or terrible days that you have been living, because you have been dealing with problems in the family, problems with relatives, children, husband, wife, problems in your house that we are supposed to have peace. Maybe it's the place that you have peace the least. You who are troubled because you have commitments that you cannot pay, and it kills you on the inside, the fact that you cannot fulfill your words. You promise you would do something and you're not being able to fulfill it, fulfill your word. This is making you a martyr on the inside. You live in a day of sickness, a sickness after the other. A doctor comes and says something, another doctor says something else, take a medication here and there, and not only solves it, the problem of the sickness, but it causes another side effect from the medication, which means you are living terrible days. You who follow me now, maybe you are in a dark place in your room, you are like in a cave, because of the depression, because of the lack of desire to come out of there and to face life, face the world, face the day. You cannot, because your life became a great darkness. Pay close attention. God says in His Word, call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. You have inside of you a voice. Even though you might not be able to speak because you are put in a machine in a hospital, but the voice of your conscience is there. And God hears even your thoughts. Did you know it? God hears your thoughts. So you can call upon Him. This is what you have to do instead of lamenting, crying, and keep on reminding yourself of the bad things that happen to you. You can regather the strength that is still left in you and call upon Him. Cry out to Him. Speak to Him about verse 15 of Psalm 50, where He makes this promise, and tell Him, Lord, you told me that I can call you on the day of my trouble. I live in the day of trouble. I'm troubled, I'm sad, I'm bitter. I don't know what I can do about my life. I want to die. I don't know what to do. I'm calling upon you. Please help me. Deliver me. So if you call upon Him with sincerity, with faith, He will deliver you. It's what is written here. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. So if you call upon Him, He promises to deliver you, and He will. First of all, deliver you by taking this anguish, this desperation, this weakness out of you that makes you to be sad, downcast, discontented on the inside. He's going to take this anguish out of you, and He's going to give you this relief, and He's going to guide you on what to do next. He's not going to come down from heaven like a Superman on a red cape by your window and take you out of there. No, He won't do that. But He will relieve this anguish from out of you and will guide you on what you have to do, what you must do. He will give you the courage to do that. And then you have to take the action and go and do it. It will be different than before, because now will be with His blessing, His direction in your life. So do that. It doesn't matter if the day that you are living today is a terrible, horrible day. Call upon God. Ask Him strength. Ask Him for direction. And He will guide you, and He will take you out of the situation that you are living in. Now, don't forget, the verse finishes like this: "And you shall glorify me." So don't do it as the vast majority of people, they do it. After receiving the relief from God, they simply turn their backs on Him and they go on with their lives, like the 9 lepers. Don't do that. What you have to do is, after God setting you free from that, after you are out of this bottom of the pit that you find yourself into, don't forget to look up to heaven, to raise your hands and say, "My God, I glorify you. I thank you." And to do that not only in your private moment, in your room, but to do that publicly, to tell others, "Listen, if I'm here today, it's because God delivered me." It's to tell everyone who knew your disgrace and they see you today standing and ask, "Listen, you've been through a lot, you're strong. Wow, I admire your strength, your determination." And then in that moment, don't take the glory to yourself, but say, "No, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. Strong He was. I was weak, but I found refuge in Him, and for this reason, He strengthened me." Do that. Put this into practice. It costs you nothing. It's at your disposal, this promise from God. What are you going to do with it? Is necessary a bad hair day for you to do that? No. At any moment, He's at your disposal to answer you.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.